Greetings and welcome. This is Rajiv Makni. The show is Cell Guru and we've got an incredible lineup of great products for you today. We'll start off with the Redmi Note 11T 5G. Now, this has been a much awaited phone, new edition in the very popular Redmi Note series, successor to the Redmi Note 10T 5G. Minor tweaks in performance gain, but did it do enough to really take on the rest of the competition in the market? And we'll move on to our big story on WhatsApp and all its new features, especially the one big one that I've been really waiting for. So WhatsApp constantly adding new features, but this new View Once feature is a real game changer. We'll show you why, we'll show you use cases, we'll show you how you can use it. It's really awesome. Then the Nothing Air 1 Black Edition. So Nothing Air 1 now comes in a black edition. You'll remember when it came out earlier, it was transparent. Now comes in black. So offers great value. I mean, it's always been a great product. Good sound, now comes in matte black also. No change in price for the black edition, but no changes in the product either. And then we'll move on to the Easy Phone Star, a phone specially made for children. Now it's used more as a security tool than a communication device, but that I think is exactly how it should be for children. Great tool for parents to have for their children's security. It has some very nifty features just like GPS tracking, discrete listening and DND mode. So works very well. So let's get started with today's Cell Guru Show. Our top story today is a much awaited phone. The previous version of this phone was a big bestseller. Now we have the Redmi Note 11T 5G. Like I said, the 10T was a big seller. Plastic back, so basic design. The previous Note had a glass back, and that was, I think, why we all really loved it, that they went premium at a very low price. Gradient finish, changes color, but it's not the most luxurious of them all. 195 grams, 8.75 mm slim, 6.6-inch LCD display. Now the previous Note had an AMOLED display, 90 Hz refresh rate, dual speakers, 3.5 mm headphone jack, infrared port also, but the big one, MediaTek Dimensity 810 with 8 GB RAM, 128 GB storage. So great performer. It's not for the super heavy gamer, for everybody else, including light gaming, brilliant. 7 5G bands, dual camera setup. The shots and all are pretty good. A bit of saturation we saw. Then 5000 mAh battery, 33 watt fast charger, and the price point is around 15,999.
After launching a considerable number of different Redmi Note 10 series, it seems Xiaomi is now ready to move on. The brand has launched the Redmi Note 11T 5G in the market, which is actually the successor of the most recently launched Redmi Note 10T 5G. So with a new chip and minor tweaks, is the Redmi Note 11T 5G the phone that can make you upgrade? We find out. With the Redmi Note 10 series, Xiaomi had really upped its design game. While the Note 10 phones had a very distinct look, the Redmi Note 11T 5G fails to stand out from the crowd and has a very basic look. Nevertheless, the phone is not bad looking, it just isn't cut from the new Note design cloth. The back is plastic, and unlike in some other devices, Xiaomi seems to have made no attempt whatsoever to make it look anything else but plastic. The grainy textured carbonate back has a color gradient finish, which means the color on the top transitions into different colors depending on the angle of the light. That said, the slightly rough back provides a good grip and keeps the phone from picking up smudges and scratches easily. The phone is slightly heavier at 195 grams, but Xiaomi has still managed to keep it relatively slim at 8.75 mm. The device's front is dominated by a 6.6-inch Full HD Plus LCD display with a 90 Hz refresh rate. The display is routine as it comes with thin bezels around, dons a punch hole notch in the top middle, and is protected by Gorilla Glass 3. Even though the Redmi Note 11T 5G comes with an LCD display, that may not be fancy enough for the AMOLED crowd. It reproduces sharp colors and deep contrast. It also has what Xiaomi calls a sunlight display, making it especially readable under harsh bright light. The dual speakers are the cherry on the top, delivering some loud and very clear sound and also adding an element of surround sound. There is a 3.5 mm audio jack at the base as well, while an infrared port sits on the top. The Redmi Note 11T 5G is a mid-segment device and its spec sheet says the same. The MediaTek Dimensity 810 processor powers the phone, which is definitely a step up from its predecessor. This is then paired with 8GB RAM. Not only can the storage on the phone be expanded up to a massive 1TB by using a micro SD card, but even the RAM on the phone can be increased temporarily using the RAM booster mode. The Redmi Note 11T 5G can easily handle your everyday needs in terms of performance. You can scroll endlessly on social media, chat for hours, or hop from one app to the other, and the phone will match you every step of the way. In addition, the phone can handle casual games with ease, which is a given, but it can in no way be called a gaming boss because high-end games can only be played if you turn the settings down. Much like its predecessor, the Redmi 11T 5G also comes with 5G on board with support for 7 bands as well as on both SIMs. Even though 5G is yet to make its way to India, it's always good to have a future-ready phone. Coming to optics, the Redmi Note 11T 5G back might suggest that it comes with at least 4 cameras, but the actual story is quite different. The device comes with a 50MP primary sensor, which is supported by an 8MP ultra-wide camera. The pair of cameras on the back of the Redmi Note 11T 5G can capture some really good pictures in well-lit conditions. Even though the slightest bit of saturation creeps into pictures in broad daylight, the amount of details the cameras deliver is quite impressive. The main sensor works for the details, but the 8MP sensor widens the horizon, allowing you to capture more, albeit at the cost of detail. The smartphone comes with a 16MP front-facing sensor for selfies and video calls, and it can capture some really good selfies. One of the biggest highlights of the Redmi 11T 5G is its massive 5000 mAh battery that the phone brings to the table. As a result, the phone can easily last a day and a half of normal to heavy-ish usage. It also comes with support for fast charging and is bundled with a 33-watt charger in the box. Priced at 15,999 rupees, the Redmi Note 11T 5G does seem competitively spec'd and priced when you bring 5G into the equation. But that apart, the phone doesn't bring any out-of-the-ordinary specs or features to this price range, making it just one of the phones in this segment. But that said, this definitely is the Redmi Note to go for if you want a Redmi Note with all the futuristic goodness of 5G.
Our next story is a great story. Every time WhatsApp does something new, something different, we get very excited out here at Cell Guru because, this is our communication tool. It's our main way to talk to each other, communicate and send things. And the View Once feature, this is a brand new feature that they've added, is a great one. This automatically deletes a picture or video after you've sent it and the recipient has actually opened it. So it gives people more control over their privacy. It does not save the media in the recipient's gallery. Now, this is very well protected. The end-to-end encryption works out there. So we'll show you this, we'll show you why you should use it, we'll show you how you should use it. We'll also show you lots of other cool things that WhatsApp is either already has got for you and you're not using, or new things about to come out.
The Meta-owned messaging platform WhatsApp is by far the most popular messaging app in the world. WhatsApp is used by millions of people around the world daily for communication, conducting business activities, and much more. Among WhatsApp's several benefits is that it closely monitors what its users want and keeps adding new and exciting features. And one of the big ones is called View Once, a game-changing feature for all of us. This lets you set a photo or video to disappear after it's been viewed. This new feature is WhatsApp's attempt at giving its users more control over privacy. It suggests that you can use the feature when you're sending photos that have a personal nature or a safety or privacy aspect. Once a photo has been opened and seen, it will disappear from the chat. Sent photos won't be instantly saved to a phone's camera roll. The images can't be shared, starred, saved, or forwarded to other users. View Once media is protected by end-to-end encryption, so even WhatsApp cannot see them. Using the new View Once feature is easy. First, you need to update to the latest version of WhatsApp in Android and iOS app stores. Click on the camera icon to select a photo or video from a phone's gallery. When you select a video or image, you will get to see a one icon on the left side of the sending button. To enable the View Once feature on a particular media message, just tap on that icon, and when you tap on it, you will see a message like a photo set to View Once, and then click on the Send button. When you click on the Send button, after that, you yourself can't even see that message in your chat section. The person to whom you have sent the message, if he or she has seen that message once, then that message will automatically get deleted, and in its place, you will get to see the word opened written. This is a great feature and one that we love. But WhatsApp has been on a roll recently with a lot of very exciting new ways of communicating. Some are already here and some are about to be released soon. WhatsApp Custom Stickers is a feature that is currently on WhatsApp Web, and we hope that it makes its way into the smartphone version as well. Users will now be able to make their own custom stickers using this tool. One now doesn't need to hop into the third-party app to create customized stickers, as the feature is now available on the platform itself. Are you an iPhone user and want to jump on the Android ship, but you are worried about how to transfer your WhatsApp messages? Good news! Now, with the new chat history migration feature, you can seamlessly transfer WhatsApp data and media from iOS to Android. The feature was already available for Samsung phones, and with the launch of Android 12, this feature will be readily available on more phones now. Another interesting feature that instant messaging is currently working on is reactions to messages with emojis. This upcoming feature will work like that of Instagram and Facebook messages reactions. The upcoming feature will allow users to react to messages with an emoji of their choice. Another noteworthy feature is the upcoming global voice message player feature, which will allow users to listen to voice messages even after leaving the chat window with that specific contact. In terms of utility, this feature will be useful when users receive a long voice message, allowing them to send messages to other contacts while listening to the voice message.
Our next story is the Nothing Ear 1 Black Edition. So I have to tell you right from the top, look, they haven't changed anything. Remember the last time they came up with those transparent one? Well, now they've gone matte black with the transparent case also slightly tinted. So there's no difference. Weight, specs, dimension, the changes are purely cosmetic. But I like the USB cable to be blacked out too, so that seems to be a bit of a cosmetic design error. So great noise cancellation, great sound. The app now shows Black Edition Ear 1, which is a nice touch but doesn't really add much to it. They are now carbon neutral. Now you can also buy these with Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in the US and other countries. But you know, at the end of the day, it's just the same thing in a black color. Let's see.
What started as a joke when a user of Nothing's Ear 1 Buds colored the transparent earphones with a black Sharpie has become a reality as Carlpay's new company revealed the Ear 1 Black Edition. Nothing launched its first product, the Ear 1 True Wireless Earbuds, amid much fanfare earlier this year. To our surprise, they actually ticked a lot of the right boxes and turned out to be a really decent pair of earbuds, especially considering the price tag. Now with the Black Edition being launched, what's new? We tell you. First thing first, there are no differences in the specs, weight or dimensions of the new Nothing Ear 1. The changes are purely cosmetic, a move from glossy white to matte black on the earbuds themselves. A darker translucent case, black textured material inside the bottom part, alongside a black hinge and magnetic latch. The partially transparent charging case is tinted too. Even better would have been blacking out the USB-C cable and magnets themselves, but that kind of extra attention to detail is hard to come by these days. Everything just feels more refined now, as the metallic textures and black surface of the internal components now match the external visual motif, rather than harshly contrasting as these parts did with the white finish. Other than the color change, the Ear 1 Black Edition has the same features as the original, like active noise cancellation, a wireless charging case, and a transparent design. They feature an 11.6mm driver paired with software and hardware from Teenage Engineering, and we found that they deliver decent, clear sound quality, especially in mid-range frequencies, but have no spatial options. Nothing has even paid attention to tiny details such as when connected to your phone, the Nothing Ear 1 shows up on the home screen of the official pairing app in black rather than white, which makes it an extra bit of special. That's not the only big news coming out of Nothing, as the company also announced that the Ear 1 is now carbon neutral, which means the carbon emission caused by manufacturing these earphones have been balanced out by funding an equivalent amount of carbon savings elsewhere in the world. An untypical do things differently fashion, the company is even accepting crypto as a form of payment for purchases made through its website. Priced at Rs 6,999, the Nothing Year 1 Black Edition is similarly priced to the White Edition, which is a rarity and a good thing. The Year 1 Black Edition is a must-buy for people wanting the Year 1 in a dark stealth colorway with the added addition of scratch and dirt resistance.
Our next story is of the Easy One Star, a lightweight and small little device when compared to a traditional smartphone. Comes in very attractive colors. 4 big size keys to assign speed dials. Can also personalize 4 keys with family members that you can actually have, customized to that part. And remember, this is built for kids and their safety. So lots of the features work for that. Flashlight, red SOS button for help, Care to Touch app enables the user to control the phone with various settings. Discreet listening also you can do, allows the parents to listen to their children's surrounding or where they are. GPS for location tracking, auto call pickup function, DND mode, comes with a dock charger. So I think this is a great job they've done. They've pretty much thought of everything, including the price. It's just priced at 3,499.
Most of the world agrees on the fact that buying a phone for your child is not a great idea. That said, most parents know that the best way to stay in touch with their children is through technology, and a phone, inarguably, is the best mode of communication that parents can use. There are phones now in the market that are featureless, frills-free and non-smart that both children and senior citizens can use. Senior World, a niche gadget maker, is pitching the Easy Phone Star as India's first phone that is designed especially for children. We look at some of the best features it has to offer and answer if it is any good. Starting with the design, Easy Phone Star is a lightweight device with 4 large-sized keys that can be configured to speed dial specified family members and are even customized with their stick-on pictures. The phone has been designed keeping in mind young children, so the design is easy and uncomplicated. While most devices offer parental controls via software, the Easy Phone Star has parental control at the hardware level. On the right side, there is a button to activate the flashlight, while on the left side, there is the volume rocker and a button to lock the device. Turning the device over reveals the dedicated red SOS button, which is so big that it is hard to miss. When this SOS button is put into action, the mobile phone on its own dials up to 3 numbers of the 5 most frequently spoken to numbers from the prefigured contact list. In addition, the phone sends GPS location with the help of a message and gives out a loud siren to alert people passing by. In addition, you can also use GPS, so as a parent you can get your child's location whenever you want. In most smartphones, you can limit the screen time and also have an option to override them. In the case of Easy Phone Star though, the settings are controlled only by the parent and the child has no way to change them. Also, these settings can be changed through the website or the Care to Touch app, but not from the device itself. You can also access various other features from the app, like the discreet listening feature, which allows parents or guardians to listen to what is happening in their child's surroundings. This is particularly useful when a child is being taken care of by a member of the staff of the house. Parents can even set a do not disturb time to prevent their kids from being disturbed during study time. Perhaps the most salient feature is restrictive calling, which, as the name suggests, allows calls to and from only a selected group of people. This ensures that the child can be connected only to people known to the parents, grandparents or friends. Since it is a feature phone, it lasts longer than a traditional smartphone. The battery stays long enough and the phone charges via a charging dock. The only complaint we have is poor build quality, and it feels like it can be broken easily. Priced at 3,499 rupees, Easyphone has designed the device from the ground up as a security tool more than a communication tool, and it delivers on that promise. If you consider safety as the biggest concern for your children, then this tiny feature phone adds a new dimension to keep track of them when they are away.
That then was the Cell Guru show for this week. But do remember, we're at that stage of the year where in about 2 weeks from now, we start off with our year ender, the big one, the much awaited last phone standing. I will tell you more next week. See you then.